All right, Salakia. We had a little technical difficulty here while I was going live on YouTube and Ahchyam, but we're continuing on. Word. Where we at? Yeah, Esau, the so-called white man, is a legitimate piece of shit. He's your enemy, okay? There's no together. We ought to be separate from these doggone wicked-ass doggone devils, okay? So, for those of you who are talking about conclusion and, you know, we're equal. We're not equal. We're not equal to the caveman. All right?
That's right. Like it says in 2 Corinthians. All right? 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. I'm going to grab that real quick. All right. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Okay? Who does the light represent? All right, the children of Israel. Okay, who the dark represent? Okay, the Edomites. And the rest of the other evildoers that we see in the nation, even 2/3 of our people. Okay? That's why Scripture speaks about the children of the night, I believe it is. All right, let me see if I can get that. See, this is further reminder. This is spiritual warfare, man. You know, further cut to plantation Christianity, and that false notion that the Heavenly Father wants us all to come together. That's bullshit. No, that's not biblical. All right. Otherwise, he would have said that Israel is my chosen, is my firstborn. All right. Find that precept. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 5. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. And night is symbolic of evil. Okay, iniquity, compound sin. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Okay, let us not continue to walk on in that darkness. Okay, like the world does. Okay, marveling after this beast system, which is modern day Rome, America. Okay, marveling after the strength of this devil's rulership, which is his perception of light, his false perception of light. Okay, being his Western philosophy. Why? Speaking of that, as recently. Came out let me bring that out. Yeah, it came out that there was hoarding going on down there in Dallas. Okay, there's some kind of I think it was like a Costco's or Sam's or something like that, where it said there was a rice export ban. As a result of the rice export ban, there's been some recent panic buying down there in Dallas, Texas, man. So that's a further ensign of this devil. Are these people marveling after this beast system? That's a further sign that they trust in him. Okay? Because in the spiritual war, if they trusted in the Lord, they wouldn't be doing that panic buying. Like in 2020, when the pestilence came out. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like when that see, this is what people don't understand. This devil doesn't give a fuck about himself, man. That's how detrimental he is. This system was not, case in point, this system was not established for the well-being of the entire world. No matter what Esau pushes out there, liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, and that includes you doggone Edomites too. You damn peasant Edomites, okay, with your little 9-to-5 job or 8-to-5, whatever the hell you work in, your little 401 peasant 401k, which actually is backed by another damn thing. You know exactly what we're talking about, okay? You're not, okay? You're not in the minds of your doggone leaders, okay, these elites. You don't give a crap about y'all.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And like the Ark was talking about there, if they're panic buying, yes, Psalm says, this is Psalms 118, and 8 it says, it is better to trust the Lord Yahweh Shemai Shah than to put confidence in man. Y'all would not invest time, 10 minutes of your time a day, to listen to the words that's coming from the men, the prophets that were placed here to warn you. But you'd rather go and read those headlines, and if Esau says there's going to be a shortage of something, you turn around and you start storing. Every time you go watch some silly friggin' Edomite put up some show, okay, knowing that the spirit ain't working with these people, okay, what they tell you? Oh, go get gold and silvers and all that stuff. Well, we can go into a scripture, okay, and I'll bring that out afterward, after I bring out what you guys bring out, okay, that says gold and silver is not going to be prosper you in the day of wrath. What are you going to buy with it? How the hell you can use gold and silver if you're going to take the doggone market of damn beast? Well, you think these Edomites going to doggone barter with you? They'll talk about this bartering system. What's his name? Dabu Selwyn likes to bring that out. Like, I listen to Dabu, I watch Dabu Selwyn, I listen to his 2-minute or 3-minute little videos and stuff like that. But I take it with a grain of salt because I just looking for information to go into the scriptures with for a lesson. But this man is straight up in the doggone world because everything is about leaning on their own understanding, which is about what? Well, you need bartering things to do barter and all the other stuff. Well, if these Edomites barely want to serve your ass right now with their currency, with their face on it, how the hell do you think they can deal with you when you go with gold and silver? They're going to put a bullet in your damn fucking head and take your shit. Okay? So we have no choice but to trust in the Lord.
Yeah, because line back on that, like people like Dabu, and all you doomsday preppers out there, we speak about these things like we trust them. Like this other guy, this Edomite Full Spectrum, I forget his full YouTube handle name or whatever, but it's Full Spectrum. He's in that hoarding, not necessarily hoarding, but he's in that doomsday prepping spirit, man. You know, what does it say in the book of 2nd Ezra, man? A lot of these people are gonna get put to death. A lot of these bridegrooms, okay, are gonna be put to death, leaving their brides vulnerable. A lot of these bridegrooms can be storing up all these goods for Jake. That's why in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, prophesies how we're supposed to move like pilgrims in that time. Okay, like Denzel in that movie Book of Eli. That's for, you know, as a visual example. That's how we're gonna have to move out here.
Because and that's why the Lord he gave that warning about the fact that don't covet anything on this earth. Like for those jakes right now, they can barely make ends meet with their mortgage and all that stuff right now. I think El Paso right now said the city can raise your land tax at will to pay for something. They want to pay for potholes. They raise up your land taxes. So pretty much your house that you're paying for, okay, the tax alone, you could actually go rent 2 or 3 apartments for that prices, man. It ain't doing no damn good, but you gotta have the house because why? That's the end thing. That shows that you're successful here in Great Babylon, America. Look at our own house. Well, the bank owns it, you still owe the damn mortgage. The bank owns it, you still renting.
Oh, I'm back on that. Recently, I'm not sure if you heard, but down here in Texas, right? Esau lowered the property tax on these homes. So that's another snare. That's another snare to get Jake to be conditioned to dwell on this place being their place of rest. To give Jake hope. That's why Zechariah says how we're the prisoners of hope, man. Okay? But Esau wants, like that famous proverb or saying goes, in order to keep a slave enslaved is to make them believe they're free. It's to keep by keeping their minds enslaved through these distractions and false hope. That's why they do shit like this, like lowering the property tax on homes. Yet there's a female politician down here that's got exposed for reportedly over-abusing a government-funded, a citizen tax-funded gas card, something like that, something of that nature. I'm gonna find it in a second, but she got exposed, man. and for her reported corruption. You know, because corruption is a big part of politics. Man. That's why these politicians being afraid to expose, because they're afraid of ministers of Satan with a message of the wicked elite. It's the satanic New World Order agenda. So they all play their role in the spiritual warfare. That's why they're all being exposed.
For you, Jake, who are doing this prep thing here, I got it. Some of you might even have a military background, which is like whatever. Not having extra food and all the other stuff like that. But again, don't set your heart on it for the simple doggone reason. Okay? Right here in the book of Jeremiah 51 and 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. How for her take balm for pain, if so she may be healed. Okay? So Babylon is going to go through an economic downturn, okay? Prosperity downturn, okay? Logistical downturn, all the things that you look around right now, we were pan this camera around, you'll see stores over there, restaurant over there, okay? Gym, fitness centers over there, car mechanics over there, okay? All of this will suddenly fall, okay? So what are you going to do? You might very well have been on vacation, or you might actually be on vacation overseas, and actually when Babylon fall, now legitimately you can't even get back, no plane even flying you back, you're stuck in a foreign land. The Lord has a lot of different ways and crafty ways and how he actually deals with doggone stupid, simple ass niggas, man. Seriously, trust me, everybody in this truth can tell you, we've all been punished very lightly, but enough to get your attention by the Lord Yahweh Shimei Shai. Even though we are there on the highway and the byway right now. Okay? Hello, Apostle Ahchyam the other day, I'm talking about what? Y'all better start watching out with your health. Okay? We can't tempt the Lord by eating any garbage and stuff like that, man. Don't eat this, man, a crap out there. Watch out for your health. You're not going to be able to go to the hospital. They ain't going to serve you. They're not going to serve you, man. We saw what they did in 2020. But they turn your ass away. I had so-called two relatives who died during that time because they weren't getting treated. You know? Assume the worst. Esau sees us as an abomination to him. We see him as an abomination to us. So what makes you think your enemy that has swore to himself? It's in Genesis 27:41, where he's talking about killing the tribe of Israel. Y'all just really don't want to believe it, man. They really, really don't want to believe it. It's like, yeah, it's like telling your sister, man, don't hook up with that nigga, man. He can give you STDs and shit, man. He's hooking up with all these nasty assholes and shit. He even do the Bati boy thing. He can give you diseases. And your sister go there, hook up with him, and then he beat her ass on top of giving her STD. What can you do about it? Hmm?
That's right. See, speaking of a drought going on, and as a result of this famine, Russia's been attacking key infrastructure areas of Ukraine. Okay, another reason why there's now a grain shortage. Okay, that's why wheat, which is a grain, all right, produce a lot of products that further fuels the economy, including makeup. Certain makeup products, man, is made from gluten, which is a wheat product, a wheat-based product. How do you bring that into your appearance, your cosmetics, and all that? You're gonna be asked out when there's a scarcity of these resources, man. All right, including pastas and what I'm saying, and certain sauces and whatnot. That's major fuel for the economy that people rely on. Okay, now there's a shortage of it. Okay, that's going to further result in hyperinflation. Okay, and what's that going to further result in? Hardships, people getting evicted. Yep. Doesn't seem like it now, because you think that one might think that you could just bypass the purchase of the doges of wheat. see, wheat is just one component of this global economical downturn. See? Follow party Esau, Edom, Sega Lane dialectic. Order out of chaos.
And you know what they're gonna use? You know what they're using? You know what they're using for the chaos, right? Jake. Right now, as we speak, Chicago is turning around and they're enacting it right now. It was supposed to be in January where they're enacting that law, the no bail law. During the scandemic, California let out 75,000 hardened criminals to put them in doggone these halfway houses. They're on Esau's payroll. You best believe it. For a time and a date where they're gonna release these guys to go out there and do what the hell they want them to do, which is what? Bring out the chaos. Esau always takes advantage of Jake's situation to have Jake go there and go do stupidness. The Black Lives Matter, well-coordinated scam bullshit. Okay? And they had it all over the world. I just read, and I might do a lesson later on this week about it. These companies are now they're closing their diversity section of their organization and laying off a bunch of diversity executives and also workers because they're getting away from this diversity thing. See, that was a big thing that they came up with in 2020, where they're like, okay, we need to have more diversity because we feel so sorry for what we did. They were pulling down the statues and this George Floyd shit. But see, now the boogeyman has been revealed, so the boogeyman don't have to play nice anymore. Those diversity weren't profiting these companies. Just like the LGBTQ, it's not going to profit these companies. Sooner or later, you're going to see them bringing their attorneys against that shit. Okay? It's not profiting them. So that's the reason why you see them every now and then they come up with this rights. There was civil rights, then it was women's rights. Then it's black people's rights. Then it's African American rights. Now it's a fucking doggone the faggot rights.
Yeah, alphabet soup
rights. Sooner or later they're gonna get bored of that damn shit and go with another shit. And we know a lot of you doggone Jake are perverse. You're not even really into that alphabet shit, but you'll just do it and join it just for the sake of just being part of something because you want your dang. Hey, you're a Negro, Latino, and a so-called Native American here in Great Babylon, America. At the bottom, poor, considered nothing. On top of that, you now are adopting the most abominable shit or action or behavior that the Lord, who controls all of this, including the bad man himself, Esau, you're adopting that because you think that's going to make you special. Well, you think it's a white man coming up on top of you, Jake? When I say Jake, and I'm talking about a male, and he's hugging up on you and sticking his finger up your butthole and shit like that, that he loves you or whatever case like that, that's sick beyond belief, man. Why can't they not love you? Why can't they love you without doing that to you? You trying to tell me Jamie Foxx and the rest of these guys don't have the talent to make it legitimately in Hollywood without having to spread their damn leg and get butt break? It's because this man is legitimately wicked, man.
That's why going to that precept you quoted earlier. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4, and it reads, "Riches." I start at verse 3. It says, "The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them," like Jamie Foxx. He don't address it like a woman, which is abominable. All right. It's in Deuteronomy, the 25th chapter, it says a man should not put on a woman's garment and vice versa. He's been known to do that in a living color back in the day in the 90s. So whatever character he played, okay. However many times he did it, he's been known to play a woman by dressing up as a woman. Okay. That's why he's been uplifted so high in Hollywood, because you gotta do something strange for people to change, man. Like it says in St. Mark 8:36, those prophets that man shall gain the entire world and lose the soul.
You know something you can say? I know something you Jason gonna say. You're gonna say, well, that's just only for a movie and this is funny and all that stuff. Okay, let's say the 1990s, Jamie Foxx didn't know any better. We didn't know any better. I used to watch the Tyler Perry movies and I thought it was funny as hell. You know, because I saw what he was doing. They've been using men to play women in a lot of things way back from they had to play house. But Jamie Foxx right now, and the rest of these doggone Negroes in Hollywood have no excuse because, A, you can't say you're doing it for the money. You have more than enough money. You can say I wore a dress in 1990 playing Wanda the Ugly Woman on in Living Color and all that stuff because I needed the paycheck. And we just need to come up with a variety. We could have used a legitimate woman. Okay, we got that. But this is 2023. You know damn better right now. You have the prophets giving you the warning sign of what? 2007 YouTube came around? Okay?
A little before that, but kind of.
So you're hearing this warning about that. You can look in your bank account and go, you know what? I can live off of this. I don't need 6 houses. I have like a couple cars. I don't need 6 houses or the great fame anymore. I can get out of Hollywood. You've had doggone people get out of Hollywood, man. You've had people who legitimately quit Hollywood. You actually have, okay, bring an example, you actually had like WWE, you actually had some of those legitimate wrestlers. Those wrestlers quit WWE because they didn't like how Vince McMahon was taking it into freaking satanic crap and all that shit. And these guys have families and they go, you know what? I am getting the hell out of this stuff. They got out. So you could get out of it. The same thing how they threatened the jobs and stuff in the world a couple of years ago.
Yeah, look at Redman. Recently, the rapper Redman came out like a few weeks ago, and he mentioned how the reason why he didn't continue his role as Method Man's brother on that show is because everyone on that show had to drink the dragon juice. You had to get the dragon juice in order to remain on that show. He said, "Fuck that! It's not worth my life."
Yeah.
And whether it's this fucking buck dancing coon, sellout
Method
nigga,
Man?
50 Cent say, oh well. He basically was shaming Redman for his stance on that. He was standing up with integrity and morality and choosing his life over money.
And what's her name? Felicia. What's her name? The one who 50 Cent was dating. That chick from Independence Day. Vivica Fox already called him out and told him and said he's a fag man. We already know all of them are faggots. It's the way it is. Okay. They're all faggots. So that shouldn't even be nothing new to you, to any of you. Again, when we do this teaching, we're only teaching the hopefully elect. Okay? We don't give 2 shits about the real gonna rest of you doggone niggas out there. And definitely this is not for you Edomites. Okay? And this is not a color thing. An Edomite looks like a damn nigga too. I met many dark-skinned Edomites. Okay? This is about the elect.
Right.
So that Esau could never come up with anything that can have you question why you in this truth.
The truth is life, man.
This is life.
This is anti-death. Where in spiritual warfare, we live in a world that promotes death. Okay.
We're the frontline warriors you see here.
Right.
We are the frontline warriors that you see here. Esau is 24/7 coming up with ways on how to snare Jake, man. Okay. So what does Yahweh say? If you love me, feed my sheep. Meaning what? We're supposed to go on the front line and fight. You can't fight with the knowledge and put it up like that, man. Like the brother Amarani came when he said, "Yeah, if you strike the channels, like guess what? We built another one. You got brothers sharing the freaking doggone stuff on the platforms and stuff like that." I'm not gonna tell you how many hours I spent into this, but I can tell you it's more than doggone 14 a day. Okay? Because the bottom line is we have an enemy that doesn't care about you. We've lived a life of where this man has shown and demonstrated to us he hates us. That's why the Lord had some of us out there for like 3, 4 decades, 4 or 5 decades sometimes. Okay? You'll wonder why you see a gray-haired brother signed up in the camp with a bunch of young brothers. Well, that older brother was out there for 5 or 6 decades, man, chasing his tail. And the fact that the Lord showed, what was he talking about, putting new wine in the old bottle? The fact that the Lord even show you mercy to bring you in this truth at that age, man, you can't help but get, all going on to Ahchyam Ahchyam. Because it's indisputable that this cracker is a damn devil, man. Fuck you, Esau. Yeah, I said it, but what? Which means death.
You devils are finished, man. I mean, you're afraid of contributing to your own downfall, which leads me to this next precept. I'll come back to Proverbs. This is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 7. It says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Okay? What's that counsel? This Western hegemony, this Western philosophy of this which is your perceived wisdom and understanding of this Edomite hegemony. The covenant with death that will be made disannulled, like it says in Isaiah the 28th chapter, because this is a death culture, a death style, not a lifestyle. Where they have composed an immoral decree during the Planned Parenthood by damn Margaret Sanger, okay, and a damn the other damn Shedemite demon to condition the minds of your Eve that it's okay for you to murder your children.
Shit, they even condition the minds of Jake too, because I mean, for most Jake, it's a terror when a woman comes and say, I'm pregnant, man.
Yeah, because he don't want to deal with the bitch, man. Why? Because one of the curses. Like it says, menstruous, 2 Ezra 5 and 8, it says, menstruous women shall give birth to monsters.
I know I'm talking about that too. You wonder if that's your kid? Right. If that's your child. This whole fucking gets around. 2, she ain't looking to have a family where you could be the father and that's your child, and she's your wife. No. She can grab you, she can take out that kid, and then she can use the system to take you to court so you can pay child support so that she can go get other men.
On top of that, a lot of these women are harlots, man. Like I said, that's another part of our curses. In Amos 7:17, it says that wives shall be harlots in the streets. Another reason why Jacob was going to be wanting to do with these women, so they can have all kinds of sexually transmitted diseases.
Oh, it's showing right now. I just reading an article. I was speaking on that, but they're showing down in the south. They see the rampant uptake in hepatitis C, HIV, okay, and a lot of these venereal diseases. Why? You get a lot of doggone Jakes, and I'm talking to men who are body boys, man. Closet sodomites. Okay? Now imagine they're hooking up with these doggone women. Unbeknownst to you, you go hook up with this woman who's been hooking up with a body boy all the while. These women like these thug niggas and stuff like that, fresh out of prison. What the hell you think they was doing in prison? Huh? Man, I tell any of you doggone young Jakes right now, don't kiss no woman on the damn lips, man. I think it was somebody who showed the video up with the bitch in Dubai. Yeah. She said, well, she said she's going to go eat some ass tonight.
Oh, you talking about Suki Hana?
Oh, said she's going to go eat some ass?
I'm talking about that rapper bitch. Suki Hana was in London, I believe. Somewhere in Europe or whatever. I believe it was somewhere in Europe. And she was wearing she was wearing like a hot pink dress. That might have been the one you're talking about. Though.
Yeah, where she walking from the car.
Yeah. That's Suki Hana. Yeah, that's another nigga woman beast.
Okay, you're not supposed to go down there, man.
And the way the Shedemites were looking at her. Yeah. Like, ugh, this monstrosity out of my sight.
This is a representation of the so-called Negro women. And I know it's unfortunate for you out there. We know who you are. It's unfortunate for you that you're a woman and you're a Negro woman And this is what you got to deal with, but you got to deal with the same stigma, the same way that we, as a righteous man, have to deal with the stigma of being a freaking doggone Negro man. Nobody can tell the difference between us and a nigga just driving by in this car right now, jamming his doggone hard music, or is about to go rob a store, or to do some bullshit or smoke a joint. Nobody can tell the distinguish. Then nobody give a shit. They will though. They will. That time will come. Because simultaneously as the Lord is bringing this cracker down, bringing these people down, He's going to uplift His man. It's going to be very obvious. Okay? So that's the reason why we can never sit around and look for that fame ourselves to be like, you know what, you know who I am? You know I'm a prophet? Do you know who I am? Okay? You need to talk to me a little different. No. We don't command no respect or none of that stuff. Our job is to simply just do the word. Okay? If they choose to respect us, great. If they choose not to, that's fine. Okay? See, and anytime you start to get heated up on this doggone devil and shit, okay, Satan and his monkey faggot ass, okay, spiritual Satan, come out and he blow all the sign all about. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Every time we come on camp, all our shit getting blown all over the damn place. It doesn't matter where the hell we stand.
2 Corinthians 4 chapter says he's the prince of the power of the air. I mean, he's the prince of the air, rather, Slocky. So
you know?
He's angry that we're out here doing this. Why haven't these niggas given up yet? But like how Shai told Apostle Peter, for your whole Satan shall Satan desires to sift you out. That's why these demons coming, coming out, they're coming out as harder. Down there in Eldon, not the Zakbar's camp, man. Demons everywhere. That's how I was under the plantation watching the camp. I had to send a brother the text of the video. Like, yo, man, these demons, it was real demon time out there, man. Okay? Just like it is everywhere, man. You could be, whether you're at camp, whether you're at a grocery store, whether you're at the plantation, you know what I'm saying? We're always battling demons. Like that movie with Denzel, where there's the demon Azazel. It was in the movie, and the demon Azazel just hopping from one catalyst to the other.
Yep.
Singing that demonic ass song. And that's when Denzel, that would trigger Denzel to understand this person was possessed with that demon.
Yeah, you singing that doggone Rolling Stone song. Time and song. Yeah, you singing that doggone song. It is, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it's doing, and that's what this doggone devil does, man. It'll hop on your woman. If you're a woman and it's true, it'll hop on your man temporarily. It's gonna use all kinds of ways of that. So you gotta have that spirit, that light, to see this. See this, okay? You're gonna see how this demon try to hop on you. Oh yeah, we're not immune to it. I was talking on a video earlier this week about having demons attack me in my sleep and shit like that, and not only did I call on Yahweh Shemi Ashai against these demons, I also cursed. I was actually cursing. These demons came in all kinds of different forms. Some came in monsters. Next thing I know, I was in the sleep there, doggone ripping heads off and stuff for that. And yes, every time I dream about Esau, I'm always like tearing you motherfuckers up. I don't know why, but I can fly and do all kinds of stuff in my sleep, and I'd be tearing your asses up. I might want to be thinking about that. That might be your future.
It says in Isaiah 33:18, how about that heart shall meditate terror. Well, see, a lot of times we receive these simulations in the visions we have, what we're going to do to the wicked. Because we are the battle axe of Yahweh Shemashah. That will beat these people, thresh these people into powder, like it says in the book of Micah. So land back on what the Ark was saying, how, people can't fathom what we're doing. Including not being able to tell the difference between a regular Jake in the world and us, and this is the reason why. Okay? In the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 19, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, and that's the valley of the valley shadow of death. And they promote death. Okay, through this covenant with death, okay, this Western culture, including harlotry, faggotry, okay, heavy pharmaceutical usage, even to the point of drug overdoses. See, politics, bread and circus, sports. All of these are distractions of shaitan, man, to promote folly, madness, and confusion.
And why do you think Esau turned around and right now in a lot of states, and I saw it out in Sacramento when I was out there, they have these shops where you can go buy reefer or marijuana or what do they call that thing, joint, marijuana? In a lot of these states now where, and in particular California, where you can go buy, legitimately buy dope. That's not for your benefit, man. That's not for your benefit. Esau's doing that because he knows damn well Jake is gonna go, gee, or I got a little footprint here, let me go buy some dope. So furthermore, where we know in Amsterdam, in Holland, they have an area where they have the prostitutes and they have where you can go do legitimate drugs and all that stuff. Or do the drugs. Esau set that up over here because they're not pretending to be that godly nation that they were pretending to be before. Those of you old enough, you remember what the sitcom series looked like in the 70s, Good Times, all the other ones that where it kind of was a little bit more about talking about, a tribulation that we're going through. 80s, you had the wholesome show like the Cosby Show. You had family values. The best time in this place was probably the 80s where they tried to, that was the greatest, I say that was the greatest achievement of America at that time. After that, it just started to collapse. Look at the doggone shows they have on right now in the TV commercials. And every time I see a damn movie where they have Eve in it, and they're using a lot of these Hamites too. Don't be fooled, okay? A lot of the doggone so-called black actors on TV are doggone Hamites, okay? All the pictures you see on the internet, go on Google and look for a picture of a black man, and you think you're looking at an African American. But look at the shape of the cranial, the head, and you can tell a doggone Hamite anytime. You can tell a Hamite anytime. Why? Because they look more closer to the primate. See, we are handsome. Okay, gods in the lowercase. Those Hamites, okay, they look a little bit more like a gorilla, okay, like a primate.
Well, he just didn't give him. Says Jacob is apple of the Lord's eye, man. So it's only natural. It's only logical that we would be handsome. That's why King David said, King Solomon said, "I am black and comely," meaning black and I'm dark and I'm black and handsome. That's why James Brown used to always say, "I'm black and I'm proud."
That's right.
Okay. That statement was influenced by what our king said. Because we are the salt of the earth, man. That's why these women really desire us, but they know it's not. It's not profitable in the social norms to deal with us publicly. So they use us as like, you know what I'm saying?
Sex,
jump off, sex toys.
Yeah, sex toys and stuff like that.
That's why the bitch, Adam 22's harlot wife, said that about the Jake that committed adultery with her by saying, "Oh yeah, he's just a sex toy."
Yeah. So they look at you like in that kind of way. Okay.
And that's how they should do it in slavery. The Shedemite would sexually exploit Jake, and if Jake refused, she would go back and tell a slave master that he raped her. So we were damned if we did, damned if we didn't.
Yeah, and the so-called white man has penis envy. Okay.
Just he has Jake envy all in all, because we're just better than you in every aspect.
In every aspect, and they know it.
We could even take the Gadites in hand-to-hand combat. He had to use the Gallic gun, which Gad referred to as devil's breath.
And the Lord, the Lord gave Esau every advantage because Esau, you are simply no match for Jake. It's just that simple. Okay? You're simply no match for Jake. And there's something I want to bring out here. And let's see if I can find it. Because it talks about this doggone place.
And as you're doing that, I'm going to finish this here. 2 Peter chapter 1 and 19 from the top. And it reads, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as into a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day, until the day dawn and the day star rise in your hearts. That's the Ahchyam, the light of the world. So if they speak not according to the word, there is no light in them. Okay? A lot of people don't understand that we're out here prophesying the word of the Lord. All right? Casting down strongholds and stumbling blocks.
We got a sign right here. I can bring this out and show you. We got a sign right here to show you, okay, what we showing these people. Okay, Babylon being destroyed. You have the MOTD sign. You have the 12 tribe sign. We're showing you the wicked of the earth, which is these doggone Amalekites. Okay, and a historical, okay, documentation of what Esau has done to the children of Israel. The hangings, the lynchings, the butt breaking. Okay, why? Because we know they're going to come up here with a smooth talk and a smooth word to what? Try to confound you. Oh, can we all get along? No, we can't get along. I don't want to get along with you. I don't like you. It's just that simple. Oh, I didn't do it. Yes, you did. You're your father's children, okay? The same way how we can say the same way how we are our father's children. Okay, we are our fathers. So we got to pay the price. We paid it. Now it's time for you to go through it. Yes, you are going to get double. No, we're not going to take it easy on you because it is the order of the king that we give your ass doggone double. Would you obey your boss? No, so neither are we. It's going to be our pleasure.
So this is Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 3. It says, and death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places where thou have driven them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Okay, and which evil families they're talking about that was prophesied to be scattered across the four corners, man. Okay, we're going to get that in this next precept in the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. It reads, hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Okay, so because of our transgressions, slavery happened. Because of our transgressions, harlotry happened to our women. Bastardization happened to our families, affecting our children. Sodomy happened to our family.
That's right. But you know the thing about that, and what some people miss on that? He said, you have I only known. Okay? He judges his entire family. He judges an entire nation. So none of you doggone Edomites can come out and say, well, I didn't do it. It doesn't matter. If your forefathers did it, the Lord's still going to judge you as a doggone nation. So even if you, an Edomite, walk up here right now and go, I didn't do it. Okay. You might not have done it, but it doesn't matter. The Lord doesn't care. He's still going to judge you as a nation. Okay? And those of you who've been to boot camp, you remember when you was in boot camp. What did drill sergeant always would say? When you always have the ass clown in it, you always have a clown that wants to do a bunch of shit that's going to get the whole class smoke. What did they do? Did they just smoke the guys who was doing the bullshit, or they smoke all of you? When I was in boot camp, they smoked all of us. They said, we're going to smoke all of you. Okay? They smoked all of us. So they only took one fool. So the immature little shitbag, and it was a Jake. In the time when I went, there was always a Jake that wanted attention. Always a little nigga, man. Always a little nigga, man. You two-thirds, man. You two-thirds. That's all I'm going to say. Two-thirds, man.
And that reminds me of that movie, Drumline, where Nick Cannon wore a black t-shirt to the beginning of practice, drumline practice, whatever, while despite everyone else wearing white t-shirts. then the director, whatever, was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" He said, he asked, first of all, he asked him, "Why didn't you wake your roommate up?" He said, "I'm not his mother, sir." And he said, "Why are you wearing a black shirt when everyone's wearing white?" And he said something. He said, "You know what? Just because what he did, all y'all gonna run a mile."
Yep.
And they all looked at him with disgust, like, motherfucker. And they say in the movie, one band, one sound.
Yep. So in reality, we can blame you damn two-thirds for the reason why all of us are in freaking this shit right now. Lord willing, we have the 1/3.
Really, and to take it and really hold ourselves accountable. There's two things. There's two scriptures that come to mind. Okay. Really, the one that comes to mind is one Micah chapter 7, verse 9. And it reads, "I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh, because I have sinned against him. And so he pleaded my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forward to the light." Word. The wisdom of his word. "And I shall behold his righteousness." So like it says in Daniel the 9th chapter, we all fucked up, man. Okay? Especially the 2/3. That's why in the wilderness, the 2/3 that really anger the Lord.
Yep.
Because you can't please a nigga, man.
Yeah.
That's why
today.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna be saved through death by pain, and you're gonna be reincarnated through the loins of the elect, like it's prophesied in Revelation 20 chapter.
Yeah, and that pain is gonna come in multiple ways too. Okay? You've got the beast of the field tearing your ass up, and you may even live and survive that. To starve to death, you big fat doggone old weight obese piece of shit. Okay?
That's excruciating. That's an excruciating
Oh,
way
yes.
to die, because your body feeds on itself.
I can tell you that, I experienced it personally myself. I graduated high school, same height I am right now. I graduated high school, I weighed 82 pounds. I weighed 82 pounds when I graduated high school. 82 pounds. How did that happen? I ran away from home in my doggone senior year. And then I was out there starving, for real. It's excruciating. It only lasts about 2 or 3 days, the pain. But it's excruciating. Think of somebody have a nail inside your stomach and pushing up against the wall. Constantly. It's excruciating. You will ball up and cry like a doggone little baby. Once you get through it, because the gas will start to build up. That's why you see those kids in Africa, they have the extended bellies. So it looks like their belly is full, but it's actually full of gas. Okay? You have the extended belly because right now your body's now used to that. So after I've gone through it, hunger became a lot easier to deal with. You went through what's called hunger. But when you go into starvation, your body eats everything away. My hair turned yellow, okay, from lack of nutrition and everything like that. So when I graduated high school, I weighed 85 pounds and I had yellow hair, okay? Yellow hair, my skin was so pasty and my skin was like a grayish color. And I didn't even realize how horrible I looked until somebody had snapped a photo of me, and then I saw the picture. I had no clue I looked that bad. Needless to say, my first job I got was a busboy in a hotel. Boy, and I made up for that, okay? Ooh, they can wonder why, like, they go, you got tape for him and you or something, and they can see how a skinny little nigga could eat so much like that, man. Okay. But that ain't no joke, man. Boy, I tell you, that ain't no joke.
Like, people out here, you're spoiled. You eat like 7 times a day.
Yeah.
A lot of you Babylonians eat all 7 traditional Babylonian meals. You eat midnight snack.
Plus snacks.
Yeah. And this is really discounting snacks. Just dealing with so-called meals.
Yeah.
Then if you count snacks, man, you're just overloading your gut.
Overloading.
So you got what? Midnight snack, you got breakfast, you got brunch.
Doing exercise.
Appetizer, lunch, dinner, and dessert. That's 7 fucking meals a day, man.
Yeah. All of these food that you're eating, they're all chemically based that Esau created out there because you like to eat fast food, which makes you doggone women worthless because you don't even damn know how to cook a damn thing. Okay? So these chemically based food makes you addicted to it. Full of salt, full of sugar, and carbs, empty carbs. Plus you don't work out. All you believe you need to do, and I'm talking about you damn women, is glue some damn freaking doggone mop hair. Them Chinese, you think them gooks really selling y'all real hair? That ain't their hair. They ain't cutting their hair and using their hair no more. Okay? Maybe J-Lo can probably get the fake real, get the real hair. But y'all wearing synthetic shit, man. Who the hell knows what the hell that? That's why you see them right there doing this all day. They sit down there all day doing this crap. Doing this on top of the head.
There's Eve in my plantation, and I'm kind of like lightly teasing her because Eve is women in general are very sensitive of their appearance. You know, so I was telling her, you know, we were talking about how, you know, someone made a suggestion how, oh, you should wear your hair out because there's another sister that wears her doo-wop out, her fro. You look good. Look like we call it Foxy Brown and shit anyway.
Damn right.
So this other Eve was like, nah, y'all not gonna play me like that because she has a little bit of hair. So she braided it herself, and then she wears a lot of wigs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell her so bad. Well, there's a reason why she's suffering from way that, you know, because I did a third chapter. I'm not gonna tell her.
Yeah.
She'll find out eventually.
She'll find out eventually. We can tell you the Lord cursed you with bald head and doggone and stench. Okay? Stench.
See, on top of that, man.
And the man, we're cursed with no assurance of our life in the streets. That's why the so-called black man is they should say the so-called Negro is an endangered species. They're right, because if you actually go into Deuteronomy, let me see if I can find out what you're talking about.
They're doing that just to further, you know, land back on, you know, people. A lot of people gonna be out here to fend for themselves because they don't have hardly any fear or no fear at all in the Lord Yahweh shooting shot. Which is why in the midst of this global supply chain crisis and everything that's going on right now, you know, with the economy and with these resources and commodities tied to the economy, okay, really, you Babylonians are really going to receive it the worst, man. It's going into the brother testimony on what it's like to starve to the point of death. Okay, this is Lamentations chapter 4 verse 9, and it reads, "They that be slain with a sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field." Whatever these people can get their hands on, they're going to desire it. Because they're not going to be accustomed to eating how they once were. And everything just dries up. Like right now, down there in Dallas, Texas, right? You know, once again, to speak on that, they're doing panic buying right now. It's really them Elamites over there doing it. Jacob's going to be doing that. As Esau broadcast the so-called warning out there, like in 2020. Global pestilence took place. Esau was warning people to go out there and hoard up on toilet paper, toiletries, and fucking water. That's why around that time, you'd be fortunate to find water at a supermarket way the fuck across town somewhere. Burning all that gas just to be given a chance to search for a scarce resource such as that, at that time at least. Because now it's not so scarce, but it will be. Because everything's going to be scarce. Especially everything of value and every guarding item of value. Because intelligent people, the wise people, can be stocking up on these guarding items, man, like toothbrushes, okay, you know, hand sanitizers, first aid kits, and so forth.
Yeah, things are actually, you're gonna need those things. Okay, those, you know, the people out there who are doing it in a kind of way. Now the Lord has promised his men, or promised his elect, okay, to endow them with spiritual powers to be able to heal the sick and all the other different things. Now we still in the flesh, we still in the world. Does it hurt to have a little extra water? Yeah, because why? You're going to have part of the elect who are going to fall maybe a little faster than you do. That you might have to put up an entire family. You might have to put up the sister and her kids. Okay? You might have to put up the brother and his children. Okay? These are things that's going to happen. These are things that are going to take place. Okay? So when you get something like IUIC where their leader is bragging about his wealth, and all the rest of the guys that are sitting on the little pulpit that they have there are bragging about their wealth, and they're looking at the peon masses that contribute to them. Are they thinking about, okay, what are we going to do when things get tough? What do they have set up? Do Nate have a warehouse set up to feed his congregation? Does he? Does he have a plan to defend his women and children them from being freaking doggone sodomized or raped by Esau or these other nations that's going to come up against us? We're going to come up against him.
Oh, well, according to him, he doesn't believe in that Jacob's trouble is not going to happen.
Okay, so let's say if any Jacob's trouble don't happen, this place does go down. And who's often the victim of freaking doggone the economic downturns here? We are. So what does he have in place for that? He has his big houses and his private jet and all this other crap that he uses. Like, he has his disclosure. But what would the rest of the people?
I'm glad to maintain that. You have to take a chip because obviously, you know, the petrodollar is getting ready to collapse. So how are you going to maintain your homes and your vehicles?
The warning already came in. If you actually take it, okay, you're going to be in derision. Meaning what? You cool niggas, man. Esau them don't give a shit about you. Let me tell you what I found out about friggin'. I've been around a lot of these white boys them throughout my life, long before I came into the truth. And you know what they always tell me? They're like the black man that stand up against their ass because they like a challenge. We are a challenge. That's why Esau, he can't fuck with us anyways. The Lord already gave him the warning. Don't touch none of my anointed that do my prophets no harm. And he's gonna make that move at some point in time. You know, when they come into the flood, after they've gone through the 2/3, and they see us still, they see us, the hopefully that's still standing up unscathed. They can be like, what the hell is this shit? Esau, the Lord is gonna put the spirit in him to go test it out and see what the Lord is actually gonna do. Lord willing, we can see exactly what happens. Okay? Because you're gonna try it.
See, a lot of you guys, you're not prepared the way you should be prepared because, for one, you don't want Yahushua to come back, and you truly don't believe he's going to come back. That's why IUIC got exposed for their much more further through the network, which is like, what, $150 million or something of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, Nate? IUIC, you didn't do anything that any brother in this truth couldn't do. Seriously, you didn't. All you did was just bend over and took it up the ass and saw yourself. You didn't do nothing special. Esau saw you as an opportunity, you, Wi-Fi, and all of that, because you held the Bible and they understand that Jake, any boy, that's why they call Martin Luther King, Reverend Martin Luther King. Why? Because all the Jake them are very spiritual. And they like that, like this and all that stuff. Now you add that with doggone these majestic garments that Nate them have, okay? And you've got a brainwashed group. You can't come and get through to them. And guess what? We're not interested in getting through to them. If they're for you and they're for you, that's their judgment. But you didn't do anything special. You bow down. In fact, and I never will show your ass respect. Tell me you're a general. What general? Yeah, you were a cop at one point in time, dude. A cop, citizen on patrol. Okay? There are legitimate men. There are men in this troop, part of Great Millstone, an affiliate, who are legitimate commanders, okay, in this crackers military. So when I see a guy like you, like calling yourself general, and general, what is the other one? Yohana. That's like the guy who, whatever his real name is, call himself Dr. Dre. You didn't go to medical school. You didn't pass you're not a board certified doggone medical professional or psychologist. You didn't pass the doggone board, but you could give yourself the name doctor. It's a joke. That really shows your niggerism, man. You low level dog. You're a general. Tell me, did you graduate from, what OSS did you graduate from? Did you go to the Naval Academy, West Point, where? Fort Benning? Did you do company command, battalion command, brigade command? Huh? ESC? It's a joke, man. A damn doggone joke. Dude, you're a fucking doggone peasant cop. You ain't no special agent, you're a federal agent. You're a fucking street fucking cop, dude. Or a little detective or whatever the hell you were.
St. Matthew chapter 23, verse 10, it says, neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Ahchyam. These men of Israel, these wolves in sheep's clothing, want to be exalted within a prominent lens or view or perception within their congregations.
In this society in general, only niggas do this shit. You don't see these Edomites doing that, man.
Yeah.
No, they don't. These Edomites, they don't do that. Only Jakes do that.
Okay, really, Esau don't have to really do that. Esau don't have to do that because this is his world. See, Jake, there's another reason why we would command not to envy the oppression, man. Because when you have to do that, you have an inferiority complex about yourself.
Do.
And that's why, because look at Yahushua. Yahushua washed our feet, man.
Yeah.
This is the second thing.
Lead by example. He led by example.
And it's fine. That's what further confirms the beauty of Yahweh Bashim and Shah.
That's why he said dress in sackcloth like that. He didn't say dress up in all these things there. And he talked about y'all, how y'all wear your extra wide garment to be seen of man. Walking, marching like the doggone, like the bunny rabbit fucking doggone marching in the doggone jungle. You know, all these things like that. You do all that because why? You're a little man and you're a chicken shit coward. So if you're a general, what are you gonna do against Esau? Shouldn't you now start to get your brigades and your command, your battalions together? Now to go up against this man? Come on, General Nate. Lead us out of this. Lead us out of this, General Nate. Why don't you do it? Huh? Get off your silk sheet.
General Yohanan, since you said that you're, what, third in command behind Yahushua, then Yahushua's not here right now, so deliver us from Esau's hand.
Yeah, please deliver us. Please deliver us right now, man. Come on. Come on, General. Seriously? Fucking jokers, man. Seriously, jokers. I cannot wait to see your damn page, your picture, your ass screaming on the damn fucking number 6 o'clock news. When they demonize this ministry. And they will, starting with y'all. That's why y'all in the news all the time. That's why people are shooting at y'all. They're chasing you all with a baseball bat and all that stuff. Why? Why are they doing that? Because they can tell niggas, man. And y'all are niggas. Y'all don't benefit the tribe of Israel, but y'all benefit, hey, the 2/3 like y'all, man. You can't get you the 2/3. Let's see all of that. Like I said, you didn't do nothing special, dog. Esau would take anybody that would sell out to them. Well, you don't think nobody from Great Millstone can go and do the exact same thing what you did? You didn't do nothing special. Esau would love nothing and a half. Everybody that's on the streets, go there and mislead the entire tribe of Israel. He would pay big money for that, man. He would pay huge money for that. $150 million is a joke to compare what this man would pay to get his birthright back, man. So not only did you sell yourself cheap, you're beyond a joke, man.
See,
Coward.
Not all the money in the world, you know, in regards to Esau, what Esau has through his carnal accumulated wealth can save him, pursuing his Zephaniah 1st chapter. You know, what more so you Israelites, man?
Yeah.
Okay, taking the Judas purse, man. That bribe, all right, to mislead.
Obviously you didn't learn from that.
Well, what did Yahushua say? St. Matthew 24th chapter. If it all be possible, you can see the very light. You can't do that.
You can't.
But this is the penalty that's coming to you. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1 says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord, Hamashiach Yahushua, that bought them, and bring on themselves swift destruction. Okay, and that's exactly what you have welcomed onto yourselves, your members, for neglecting the fact that our members need to be mortified, man. Okay, constantly, because we're supposed to always constantly examine ourselves, man, to determine what kind of guile might be in our mouths based off of our leaven, man. Yeah. But you, Jason, want to do that because you have received a consolation on this side, like it says in St. Luke the 6th chapter.
And you're scared.
Done.
You're scared.
Okay? You're afraid of your oppressor.
You're afraid of your damn oppressor.
See? And this is why the enchantments of your oppressor have become a snare unto you. Okay?
I'll tell you with One Body. I watched One Body over the years. And what I noticed with them with that gritty freaking doggone nigga, the one that sits in the middle there, the leader. What he used to do, see, Jake them thing is slick. What One Body leader them used to do a lot of time when they was out there is he would go, oh, we don't give a crap about the white man. We won't take no money from the white man. We won't do this with the white man. They used to always talk about money and not how they wouldn't bow down to the white man for money and all that stuff. Because reverse psychology is this. What they was doing is sending encrypted messages to Esau like, I dare you to come and try to bribe us, which exactly what Esau them caught on to and bought them. Because that's what they wanted. They wanted to be bought. These are the same guys that turn around and they bought land, they buy land, okay, and they have fire and range. This is One Body. This is One Body. And they've been bought out so much to the point to where right now they're coming to deny that slavery actually existed, that we volunteered to come over here when Esau, they made it very clear in all their history, they went over there and they bought us over here. So you doggone niggas are getting confounded by even these Edomites who are coming out and saying, no, we did that. We went and bought them, we did all these horrible things here. But here you are trying to come out and say something completely different. You should have done that maybe 5 or 6 years ago, dog. It's too late right now. 5 or 6 years ago.
You're too, like that movie with LL Cool J and Omar Epps, In Too Deep. You're in too deep, man. You're in too deep into his proverbial quicksand. Okay?
It's not gonna make any difference, anyways.
Yeah.
We coming out right now. We stroking that hornet's nest, which is Esau. We lifting up Pandora's box and revealing Esau's secrets. We exposing this man no matter what. Tomorrow, or which starts they start what, the new week? All we can do is attack this man again. Oh, you full of shit, nigga. You full of shit, cracker. Guess what? That's what's provoking this man to do a come on Israel. So guess what? Y'all don't got that protection. Okay? Whatever contract that Esau makes with y'all, if y'all go do this and go do that, he's gonna say, you know what? You said that you were gonna produce this for me. You said you were gonna produce a nation of doggone idiots who don't believe that their Malak is coming back in the chariots. You are producing this. So that's a breach of contract, null and void. Do you know how this man deals with that stuff? Why do you think a lot of Jakes are still stuck in this man military? What they do is every time you re-sign up, they offer you like about $20,000 or $30,000. Okay, of which you will only see about 5% of it, because the rest of it is tax. You try to get out of that, you try to get out of the damn military without serving that time. They send you a damn bill for that $30,000, whether they give it to you or not. They can threaten to give you a dishonorable discharge or some other crap, OTH or whatever, and we can fuck your future up. And if you buy into that, you really believe that the VA is your future. Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Hebrews 13 and 14, we have no continuing city here, man. There's nothing but death, taxes, disappointment, okay, and surrounding snares of death.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, but you see, speaking of that, we got Sakari recently opened up some kind of school, some kind of institution. Okay, which they broadcast it on social media. It further confirms that they're under they're now under a 501c3 charter. They're about to pay for They're hirelings.
Trying to do the work of Esau, but they're not gonna succeed in it because why? Esau still is gonna look every day and he's gonna see videos coming from Great Millstone and likewise brothers. And to him, that is not good. Esau is the man of war here on this earth. They don't deal with 90% completion or 70% completion. They want it all. That's why I talked about the fact that wouldn't thieves need some grapes that they go and steal? This man wants it all. Esau don't deal with freaking doggone, okay, you can do this and do that. No. So, Sakari, you will fail. So will IUIC, so will One Body. And Esau is going to get mad at y'all, and then he's going to send this fucking doggone CIA agents out there. They're going to whack you fucking fools, man. Y'all are useless to him. Why? Because he cannot get the entire tribe of Israel. He can't. Y'all can't do it. Y'all can't deceive the Israel. Y'all can't deceive the elect. And neither can Esau. So despite the fact that he might use you doggone avatars that look like us, you can walk like us, talk like us, and all the other shit like that, the fact is you are not us. Because we are of the hopefully elect of Yasharala Israel, or so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. Okay, it goes over now.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. It reads, the Lord, Yahweh, by Ahchyam Yahushai, knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Damn right.
Okay, and that's the vast majority of this world. Between false prophets, all right, the 2/3 club, you especially Edomites, and the one okay, and the righteous shall be scarcely saved, being beamed up in the chariots. Okay, in the midst of this destruction, of this last world war, Armageddon, coming within its foreseeable future, not the distant future.
Well, it's real close.
God.
It's real close. Closer than you doggone think. Okay? And you get these doggone little doggone jigs and ride around their little vehicle, smile on their doggone face, thinking that this is all about a joke. Okay? Waving the hand like that, like, oh, look at those two brothers like that. We're not your damn brothers, boy. Lord willing, we live to see the very end, to see our oppressor brought down. I was talking to the brother the other day in regards to that. I said, I know some brothers thought about like moving to a different country for whatever reason, maybe a better life. He's like, no, I want to be right here in Great Babylon, America. I want to see animals ripping people apart. I want to see these bitches getting fucked up. I want to see these 2/3 face, the grin right off their face when Esau run their eyes. I want to see the robot dog ripping them up to pieces. I want to see these Edomite freaking, they're going to smile, smirk, work off their face, and they going after each other and tearing each other up. I want to see it all. Lord willing, I want to see all of it. I hope to be one of those doggone people, okay, who to the very end, get beamed up. Because I want to see all of it. I want to see all of it. This is the battleground right there, America. I want to see all of it. Lord willing, he spares my life to see all of it.
Last one here. It's the Baruch, chapter 4, verse 25. It reads, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High, Yahweh, for thine enemy had persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. That's Esau Edom, the devil the Bible speaks of, the man who son of perdition, and everyone who follows after his his Western philosophy, his death culture. Okay, his perceived light. Okay, which is part of his counsel that will cast him down. All right, proceed to Job 18:7, man. So this devil is beyond finished, man. It's just like that his throughness, just as brothers like to say, it just hasn't fully manifested yet, but it will in due time. And Adam writes out, we'll get to see it. That's right. We're of the elect, man. Okay? We endure into the end, like the sound soldiers in the Mashiach, that he intends for us to do. We will get to see these things. Adam writes it out. Okay?
So, Lord willing, you edify. We're going to turn to the east. We're all going on it too.
Yahweh, Ahchyam, Yahshua, Ahchyam, Kakadash.
Double honors to the teachers, elders, and apostles of great Muslim. Likewise, brothers out there put on the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep. Brothers and sisters, to Shalom, DTA, and Baba Ball. Soon, very soon. In fact, the next minute. Damn devil.